Hi guys, welcome back to another vlog. We're starting this vlog off pretty strong because we're going to a very fab event tonight. I got invited to my first ever Cecred event. It's for their pre-med party. The theme is fashion is art. So I'm super excited to go. I used to be like low-key jealous. People used to go to Cecred events and I wasn't invited, but to be honest, I was bald at the time, so I really had no reason to go. But now that I've been using my Cecred drops and my hair has grown to about 22 inches, now I'm going to my first Cecred event. So I'm very excited about that. This was the look that I decided to put on. You can't really see it that well. I'll insert my get ready with me that I'm gonna put on TikTok and Instagram, but I'm wearing this gorgeous Margiela tulle kind of mesh dress. And then I did this Salt Murphy sheer ruche top under it, and there's some black trousers, these black Loire patent leather mules, and then doing the matching bag. I just wanted to keep it like sleek and chic, but also fun and a little playful. I was thinking about doing like a very like colorful, artsy, kind of avant-garde look, especially with the theme being fashion is art. But I just was not in that mood tonight. I just wanted to do something really chic, a little sexy, a little fun and playful. I was gonna wear this Christopher John Rogers runway dress that's like hand painted, but I also have to go out to an event after I leave the Cecred party, so I didn't want to be in like a couture gown while I'm in the club, you know? This vlog is gonna be fun, a little chill. I definitely wanna like deep clean my house again, like spring cleaning my house for like the last 2 months. It's like I clean, I move things out, and then more things come in. It's like I'm constantly trying to purge things, but May is the month that I get this house together, like for sure, because I want to redecorate a little bit too, you know, for like the spring, new season, new energy. I want my home to reflect the new energy that I'm bringing into this new season. And so we want to do a little bit of redecorating, change some furniture around, just try some new things. I will say I'm having a much better week this week. Last week was like a little tough for me. Just like a lot of personal things going on and like, you know, life, just lifing. But I'm feeling a lot better. I'm feeling a lot more optimistic, and I'm just excited for the future to come. A lot of great things are coming. I'm just manifesting them. I'm holding them. I'm saying my prayers. I'm preparing myself for when those moments come. I'm about to call my car because I need to run out. I cannot be late for the Queen, honey. They said 8 p.m. sharp. I'm going to be there at 7:58, okay? Hi guys, good morning. It is officially Sunday. The last time I picked you guys up, I was at the Cecred party, which was honestly insane. I did not get as much footage as I wanted to. Like, it was so hard to vlog in there. It was so many people taking content. And it was at Casa Tua, which is like a really chic restaurant, bar kind of place. But it was just very, very, very packed. So it was like really hard to take content. I tried to get a few like snippets and tidbits, but I didn't get that much. Like, I missed getting Mama Tina and all the things, but I had a really, really, really good time. Beyonce did not come. There was a lot of rumors that she was coming, she was on the way, but I pretty much knew Beyonce was not coming. I'm like, it's 2 days before the Met. I'm sure the diva is still in fittings and getting all of, you know, her things done for the Met and preparing for that. I was like, I doubt that she's coming here. And then the venue was like a little bit too small for like a Beyonce appearance. Like, it was a little bit too intimate for the Queen Mother to come to that. But Mama Tina did show up and she was so sweet. And she actually got us together as she should. She was, at one point, she was trying to like make a toast and people were chatting in the back, which is just so rude. Like, if you hear somebody speaking, why are you holding a whole conversation while somebody is holding attention and having a conversation at the front of the room and you're chatting and being loud in the back? And she got them together. She's like, excuse me. Yeah, mother is speaking. And then the room went silent. And then after, I was supposed to go to Tiana Taylor's pre-met party and then meet up my friends there. But I came home because I left the Cecred party, like it finished a little bit early. I think I left there maybe like 10 o'clock and my friends still were not ready and that party didn't start till late and I had nowhere to go. And I was so dressed up that I was just like, girl, I'm just gonna go home. And I'm so glad I came home. I got in the house, I ordered Popeyes, turned on the show, and I passed out. And that is exactly what I needed. I didn't even make it to my bedroom. I fell asleep on my sofa. The thing about me is when something is not on my calendar, it doesn't exist. And so if I forget to add like a party, an event, a dinner to my calendar, I'm thinking that I'm free. So I woke up this morning thinking that I just had one thing to go to because the sunglass company Bonnie Clyde, they just opened a store in New York. And so they invited me this weekend to come see the store for the soft opening, pick out some glasses and kind of just see the vibe of the new store before they officially launch, I think next week. I thought that was all I had to do today. I was actually gonna go see The Devil Wears Prada 2 and then the Michael Jackson movie, do a little double feature. And then I look at my calendar and completely forgot that my friend Abby's birthday dinner was tonight at RH Guest House. So I'm no longer going to the movies. Soon as I leave Bonnie and Clyde, I'm gonna come right back home, get ready for the dinner, and then I need my dinner look to be able to translate to a party look because I also forgot that I have another pre-Met Gala party. The Fab Stylist Wayman and Micah, they have their annual pre-Met party, and it's always such a good time, and I forgot that I was going there tonight with my friend Brandon and then also my friend Timothy. So I'm going to that too tonight and then I may be going somewhere after. But I'm gonna get ready to head out. I'm gonna call my car and I'm gonna pick you guys up when we get to Bonnie and Clyde, show you around the store, and also show you what glasses I'm gonna pick out for me to wear. So I'll see you soon.
But you're not gonna play with me and think that accountability ain't real. I don't know what era you niggas come from, but we pre-social media. So when you talk funny, we beat niggas up. Because you're gonna have to stand on business when we see you. No. Chill. Richie, chill. It's the Met Gala, but it's you know what this is? Before the Met Gala, it's human being, real people shit.
All of the panelists, what is your favorite Met Gala look of all time? And you chose this one. Yes. Talk to me about why.
I just feel like it just is major. She embodies like power in such a simplistic way. And like I'm all about like chic, understated, like power and eccentricness. So this is just like me all day.
Hold up, bring the beat back.
You absolutely, I was screaming when she came onto the red carpet. Please introduce yourselves.
My name is Darian Harvin. I am a beauty and culture writer. I'm the host of Full Coverage. We break down beauty looks, interview the beauty artists who constructed them on the carpet. We had our show last night.
My name is Rachel. I am a podcaster. I host Cutting Room Floor.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Oh, no, you chose Rihanna in the Pope outfit.
I didn't pick this. Yeah, I chose Rihanna
in
the
Pope
year
and
after
Angela.
this.
Yes.
Which
Let's talk about
was
it.
like the silver, I don't know if you guys remember, like, almost like a Catholic Pope situation
Yeah.
in I think Gala from Margiela. But this was cool too, but this just wasn't like my top favorite.
Yes.
I like that one too.
Darian.
Oh, well, for me, Solange in all is someone who doesn't do things just as a stunt. I think that she is someone who is beyond intent. It's not about even intention. It's about her practice as an artist.
And there was not one bad picture of her. I love the makeup. I love the hair. I think that they said that this is around like 98,000 Swarovski crystals, and she had like 200 carats worth of diamonds on her. I don't know. She just looks perfect.
Yeah, so your skin is not getting damaged from the sun. It's actually pretty protected and helping it be more plump and radiant. Yeah, that's a good one.
See, I know what I know.
Yeah, and tell Sarah to send you some.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay, so I just got back from The Devil Wears Prada. I kind of had like a little solo movie date today. I just wanted to be by myself, have a chill, relaxing day. I feel like I've been around so many people lately, which is a great thing, but also like an exhausting thing. Like I love hanging out with my friends. I love partying. I feel like last week I went out almost every single night. This weekend I was out every night. Even up till last night, I was out last night. So it was good to just have like a day to myself, just kind of reset. I was doing like laundry yesterday, kind of getting my house together, but I had to go to the Naked Beauty podcast. We did like a morning after the Met. So I did that with Brooke yesterday and a bunch of other fab people. Sir John was on the panel, my friend Darian, my friend Corey, who does Chase Infinity's hair, my friend Ivy Coco. I also got to meet her mom, Shirley Ralph, which was insane. Like I got to talk about beauty and just life and fashion and aging with the Shirley Ralph. Like I grew up watching her, being a huge fan of her, from Sister Act to Moesha to Dreamgirls. Like she's been such a big part of my childhood. And just as, you know, a Black kid growing up watching Black shows, Black art, she's been such a force in my life. So it was just insane to meet her, and her and Ivy are just the sweetest, nicest people. It was such a great time, and Brooke did such a great job with like getting so many different people from fashion and beauty and journalists and photographers and stylists and hairstylists, makeup artists, to just kind of all talk about what goes into the Met, the prep, when you're working with a client, when you're reporting on it, when you're shooting it. I got to do a little segment with this girl, Crystal. She's literally hilarious. Her handle on Instagram is, I think, beer cans and chainsaws. But she has such interesting and hilarious takes on fashion, and she also has really great taste. So I got to do my panel with her and Brooke, and we just talked about our favorite Met looks, things that we loved, things that we hated. And then we got to mingle after, have lunch with everyone that came to the podcast. So it was a really great time. I really kind of needed that, like that community after the week that I had. It was just insane. I just had a very chill day. I just have been having a lot on my mind, just like career things and different changes that I want to make in my life. And they're all coming to fruition. And I feel a change happening. You know, we just had this Scorpio moon, which really evoked a lot of emotion and thoughts in me. And just kind of confirmed a lot of things that I just kind of been feeling and thinking on my own. And I used to always do like new moon, full moon, like little manifestations. So like whenever like a new moon would come or a full moon would come, I would write in my journal and say the things I wanted to release and also the things that I wanted to see in my life moving forward, and just manifesting the things that I wanted to see, feel, and experience in my life. And I honestly need to get back to that because it used to be such a cathartic thing. I go in and out of journaling and I don't do it consistently enough. And I need to like seriously make that a part of my morning routine of just journaling, writing down my thoughts, um, and even like my bad thoughts, just like getting the things out of my head and putting them on paper, whether they're negative, positive, indifferent. I need to start writing more to be able to see and almost track in how I'm feeling, how I'm growing, and if I'm regressing, if I'm progressing. I just want to be more intentional about that. But it all kind of led to me today going to see The Devil Wears Prada too, because to be honest, I was a little skeptical when I was seeing like previews of the movie, and I was just like I don't know if it's going to be as good. Like I feel like they're going to ruin it, and I was pleasantly surprised. The movie was so damn good. It was better than I thought it would be, to the point where like it was so many points where in the movie where I just got like emotional, where I was connecting to what the characters were going through. The character of Andy is kind of like a figurehead for a lot of young people who move to New York and are really ambitious and want to make their mark and make their change in fashion, journalism, beauty, entertainment. People will come to New York with a dream and the things that you have to navigate while finding yourself living in that dream, if you know what I mean. But I also connected a lot with Miranda. And I think when the first film came out, obviously I connected more with like Emily and Andrea because, they were ambitious and they really wanted to succeed. And now I almost feel like I'm like a Miranda Jr., where it's like a lot of the things that I wanted in 2006, in 2026, I've accomplished them. I was living in LA and I literally was dead broke. I was sleeping on an air mattress. First, I was sleeping on a bean bag when I first moved to LA. I had no furniture. I was living on my suitcases, sleeping on a bean bag in a dining room that had been converted into like a third bedroom in this duplex I was living in with my best friend and this crazy ass fucking roommate we had. I used to be really big on my manifestations then, and I remember writing in my journal that one of my dream jobs was to work for Fenty Beauty. I was working as a makeup artist at the time, and I was like, I really want to work for Fenty Beauty and Rihanna, and I really want to work for Dior. Those were like the two main brands that I wanted to work for. And fast forward to 2020, I ended up working for Rihanna as the global ambassador of Fenty Skin, and then the next year I was the global ambassador and skin expert for Dior Beauty. And I was at Dior for 4 years. And so I accomplished the two main things that I felt like were almost like dream jobs for me. Like they were like dreams. It was like, yeah, things that I wanted and I manifested, but it also felt so intangible at the time. But seeing your dreams come true in real time, it does something to you. Like it changes who you are as a person. It makes you believe in yourself more, but it also makes you realize how much you sacrifice to make these dreams come true. And there was this line in The Devil Wears Prada where Miranda was saying, like, I want people to see the sacrifice. I want people to know how much work, hard work, and sacrifice goes into achieving this, because you do sacrifice something to get this kind of success. And you also have to give up parts of yourself to be able to work on that kind of level. And it's true. As someone who's worked at the very high levels of fashion and beauty, it is true. You sacrifice a lot to be able to make these dreams come true. You sacrifice time with family, you sacrifice relationships, you sacrifice friendships. At some points, you almost feel like you're sacrificing your humanity because you're seen as like a product or somebody that's making a product come to life and not really a person who exists, who feels, who experiences life. So it was a lot of like poignant moments in the film that I really connected with. And there was another point where Miranda was talking to Andy and she was like, I just love working. you know, like, yes, I've sacrificed a lot and this is a hard job and I've been doing it for years, but I love working and I connect with that. You know, as a Virgo, I understand wholeheartedly. I love to work. I love to create. I love to think of an idea, put work into it, and to build it and make it into a reality. I love that. And my whole life has been about dreaming, creating, sacrificing, working hard, and making my dreams become a reality. And it was just a great film that I needed to see at the right time, you know? On the right day. You know, it was like a overcast, kind of cloudy, rainy day. And I dropped my dry cleaning off. Then I walked to the movie theater, had a fab little lunch. I went to Alamo Draft House, which I haven't been in a while. I'm usually like a Regal diva. You know, I love going to the Regal cinema. But I'm actually going to start going to Alamo because they have like this new kind of setup where it's like this new high def screen. And I didn't used to like going there because I felt like the screens were just like standard and not that great. But they have this new setup, which is really fab. Like the screen is huge, it's high def. And then you still get to have like your reclining seats. You get to order drinks and food. And I had a fab fried chicken Cobb salad, girl. Oh my God. Extra ranch, avocado, cucumbers, tomatoes, little red onion. I had me a little fry on the side and a hard, cold, crisp Coke Zero. Ooh. Yeah, that was the afternoon that I needed and that I deserved, okay? I've been working my ass off and I've been hustling and I've been sticking to the things that I say I'm going to do. And that I am proud of myself for. And also, I'm at this point in my life where it's like, yes, I can work hard. Yes, there are sacrifices to get the things that I want, but I also do not have to neglect my humanity to see my dreams be manifested. I don't have to overextend myself. I don't have to accept mistreatment. I don't have to downplay myself. I don't have to change the way I show up. If I'm walking in a room and I feel like I cannot be my full, whole self, then it's not the room for me. If I walk into any setting and I feel hesitant and trepidatious and I don't feel safe and supported, it's not the room for me. And something about The Devil Wears Prada 2 just like confirmed all of those things. And it seems just like, you know, a silly, fun movie. And in a lot of ways it is. But what I loved about the first film and what I love even more about this one is that there are real life themes underneath this glamorous and the couture and the fashion and the fun. It was a great, great, great film. But yeah, I'm super happy to see it. Tomorrow, I'm supposed to go to this breakfast with Clarence, but they didn't send me an Uber code. And if I don't get an Uber code, I'm not going because I'm not going all the way in the city uptown at 9 a.m. for a breakfast and have to pay like $100 for a car. If I don't have an Uber code, girl, I'm not going. But if I do end up going to the city after, I'm just going to go see Michael later because I really want to see the Michael Jackson film. And yeah, that would be like my day tomorrow. And really just like focusing on my house. You guys know I've been like doing this deep spring cleaning. I'm still in the midst of it. I got rid of so much stuff yesterday. I cleaned out my storage unit in my house. I still have my storage unit outside of my house that I need to clean out and actually downsize because basically all the things that were in my old facial studio were in this storage unit, and I already had one with like extra clothes and furniture and all those things. So I had to upgrade to fit the things in the office for it. But I'm paying almost $300 a month for this storage, and I don't need that. Like, we are cutting the fat this season, okay? If it's an expense that just does not make sense, it's getting fucking cut in all aspects. I'm just like, I'm in a place where I'm trimming the fat in my life. I'm removing the excess so that I can live a happier, lighter, more free life. I feel like I have a lot of baggage following me, and I want to let it go. I want to let it go. I want to let it go. So the storage unit is one of the things that needs to be let the fuck go. But I did organize the closet, the storage room in my apartment. So that was great. I was so happy to do that. Everything fits perfectly. It's clean. It's easy to access. I love that. It's a storage unit. Actually, I have a pretty big apartment. Like I have to say, my apartment is huge. I have a entire backyard that's the size of another apartment. So like I'm very lucky and grateful to have this place. I'm also like the first person to ever live in my unit. So I've been the only person to live here. I've been here for 4 years. I always think about moving because I just, I love having a new space. I love having new energy and, I really want to decorate a new space, but this is really like my home and I've made it my home and I'm so comfortable here that it's like I don't need to move. The only thing about it is that I just wish I had more sunlight. If I had more sunlight, I probably would live here for the rest of my life. Like truly. I love this apartment. I love my neighbors. I love my landlord, which you never hear anybody say. Nobody in New York says, I love my landlord, but I do. I love my landlord. He's a good person. So yeah, it's been a good place to live in a good creative space for me as well. But yeah, I'm cleaning out all of the things that have just amassed in this house. So we did the storage closet. I'm gonna go into my actual dressing room. So my second bedroom, I turned into my closet, dressing room, wardrobe room. It's where I get dressed. There's a full bathroom in there with a shower. So usually like when I'm dating someone, like, or boys come over, that's the bathroom they use. I don't let men use my main bathroom. They go use the bathroom in the dressing room. Unless it's like new and I don't know them, because I also don't want a stranger in my closet around my very expensive clothes. So then you can use the main bathroom. But once we're dating and we're doing the thing, girl, that's your bathroom, okay? But yeah, I feel like I've been yapping forever, but I have not talked to you guys in a while. I feel like I've just been like doing little clips and kind of documenting, my day and the events I've been going to, but we haven't had like time to chat this vlog, so I feel like this is overdue. Let's see if I forgot to tell you guys anything. Met Monday was very chill for me. I didn't do a bunch of events like I usually do. Like I usually go to like a bunch of different Met parties, but I went to one Met party and that's how I liked it. And that's probably how I'm going to keep it, which I think is like the smart thing to do. Like maybe one or two, but I'm definitely not going to more than 2 Met Gala parties ever. But my friend Kay was hosting and DJing at the Box. And it was a late night set. They kept saying a special performance, which I thought was going to be Madonna, because I kept hearing Madonna was going to like perform in New York, like how she did in LA. But that did not happen. But there definitely was a lot of special guests in the room. It was star-studded, honey, and we had a great night. At one point in the night, I was dancing on the table next to Jennie from Blackpink. I almost fell, but one of my homegirls caught me. And I readjusted my balance. And then, the clock hit 6 and I had to dip. So I was up out of there. I came home, passed out. And then the next morning, I had to go to the Naked Beauty podcast taping. So I had a full week. It was a great week, a fun week. I'm going to finish my laundry, finish hanging these clothes up. If you can see, like I literally have clothes hung up on my bed, like right there. So I need to hang those up. Also, I cleaned out my closet yesterday, so I switched all of my winter clothes to my spring summer things, because it is getting warm, but it's not completely spring summer yet. No charade. But I'm tired of seeing sweaters and knits and jackets and coats, so I just went ahead and flipped my closet yesterday. So I flipped my main closet here, which is in my bedroom. I got a bunch of like new things and like honestly a lot of affordable things. Like I got a few things from the Victoria Beckham Gap collection. I've been like on this like little ASOS thing again. I haven't shopped on ASOS in years, but Topshop and their like Arrange line have been having some really like little fab spring pieces. Yeah, if I go to that Clarins event, I'll make sure I'll film that, because I actually think it's gonna be a really good event, but they need somebody on Uber code, okay?